What's going on, Seawolves? You're watching USG Hot Takes, the hottest show on campus, literally. And I'm your host, AT Bianco, and today I'm excited to introduce our guest, the VP of Student Life, Kojo Dansoh. What's up? Thanks for coming with us today.
No problem. What's up, AT?
You ready to eat some hot wings?
Yeah, I'm ready for the challenge today. Let's see.
All right, so before we get started, let our students know what your major is, what year you are, and what other organizations you're a part of on campus.
All right, so as AT already said, my name is Kojo. I'm currently the VP of Student Life. I'm a fourth-year student. My major is health science, and I'm also a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Our first sauce is the hot one sauce.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna clink wings here and cheers.
Cheers.
Take one bite. This one's not that bad. It's a little sweet. It's not gonna torture you too much. So we'll get right into it. As the VP of Student Life, explain your position and what USG provides for students that, on campus, who might not know about USG itself.
Okay. So my position entails mainly planning events for USG, helping bring a new experience to the student body. So as you know, we have like Wolfie Land, we had Spooky Brook, which is a new event. We have our concerts, and also just trying to enhance student life on campus in general.
So in your department, you're in charge of, like you said, putting on campus events and stuff. How is it working with fellow students in USG, from department to department?
It's really been cool because you get different perspective. Because when it comes to event planning, sometimes having a one-sided opinion, because sometimes just being solely one person, I might not have the creativity level of other students in USG. So just enhancing our events all the time and changing it up every year is the best part, and working with other people.
So through working with other people, you probably learn a lot about yourself.
Yes, yes you do.
What are some things that you've ran into this year that, you didn't expect?
Start with Back to the Brook, trying to appeal to a whole 20,000 student body. It's kind of hard, because when it comes to music, everybody has a different taste in music. So trying to find a few good artists that could appease or appeal to a lot of students was one of the hardest things. But it taught me a nice lesson, and what we did, have a poll to just hear what the student body has to say, and that helped us, with this upcoming concert coming this spring semester as well.
All right, so we're gonna get right into that after the second sauce.
Okay.
So our second sauce is a High River sauce. It's called Rogue. It's got some orange scorpion pepper sauce in it. So are you ready? All right.
Ready to
We'll
go.
clink wings, one bite.
Ooh. I can smell the spice.
It's a little, it's sweet though. You kind of taste like the orange, but it kind of catches up to you. So, like you said, there's going to be some events coming up. Word on campus is that there are 2 shows for students to look forward to this semester. What are they? What can you tell us about them?
So the first one is a comedy show, which will be happening on March 13th. And I'm proud to say the comedian coming would be Pharoah.
Okay.
That's going to be held at the Stoller Art Center, the main stage. I think just giving students the opportunity to get another event because we canceled Back to the Brook is really the main purpose. So I know students are really going to enjoy that, and I hope everybody's able to come out to it.
He's been on SNL. He's been on
SBs.
He definitely has. He's hilarious. If you've ever watched his impressions, spot on. Any kind of person that he impersonates is really funny, and I'm sure he'll give a great stand-up comedy act. So I'm excited personally for him. So as far as the second event this semester, what can you tell us about that when it comes for the spring concert?
So I could drop a little bit of gems for the spring concert. So we're gonna have 3 artists, and the 3 artists that were carefully selected and are good options. And one thing I could say is that we were able to get someone from the poll, someone that the student body are really going to be excited to see. And the other 2 artists are really going to be a good surprise for the student body as well.
A good surprise. Okay, so
surprise.
you can't tell us anything when it comes to the artists at all.
I can't, but
okay.
One thing I would I'm excited. A lot of people in USG are excited, and I hope the student body are excited once we announce these artists.
Awesome. So you said that you kind of put out a student poll.
Yes.
How important is that to poll students, especially when you're running student government?
It's very important because sometimes, like, being that student government consists of maybe 30 to 40 students, sometimes it's hard to just get the perspective of the whole student body, and having a poll and with social media nowadays is like an easy way to just hear what students want to see, hear what students want to say about USG, hear what students really want from us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a crucial thing, and I think it also helps with transparency and shows students that we're working on trying to please them.
So obviously everything that USG does is for the students. Every student pays their student activities fee, and that fee goes to programs for students. So in saying that, like, how hard is it to make up ideas for events for students? Like, what other problems do you run into when creating events?
Yeah. So, like, one thing I could say with concerts, like, one thing is that I want the student body to know that we try our best to get the best as possible. But sometimes it's out of our hands because of, like, contracts. Like, the artist has to honestly accept our bid, you know? And I think, like, that's one of the hardest things. Like, you know, when you're excited, or we may have the money for a good artist, but the artist just doesn't accept the bid, or the date doesn't work with the artist. So, like, you know, a lot of things go into factor. But one thing I could say is that the SAB board and other people from different departments, we try our best to get the best as possible. So we always try to have like a plan B, plan C, plan D if anything happens. So, like, I would say, like, that's kind of like the stuff that goes into, like, planning these events. But I think it's really fun. I encourage students to join USG.
So we're going to get to our third sauce, paying 100%. So, cheers. So you're talking about USG and what it provides for students. Elections are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Describe what elections are for students that don't know about, running for USG, and your personal experience during elections.
So elections is basically one of the most crucial part of USG because it's basically seeing who's gonna want to be at the table next year. When I was running for executive council position, I felt like it was more pressure because, you have to go through a debate, and this is the time where you prove to students, like, how good of a candidate you are. It opens you up to the student body. Even if you don't win, at least having the opportunity to talk and engage with students and let them know what your ideas are and what you're trying to bring to the table really opens up a lot, because, like, students get really excited or get happy when they see that other students are trying to create a change on campus.
So you ran for VP of Student Life. Mm-hmm. Talk about the other offices that are, in competition.
Yeah, so we have VP of Comms, of Communications, so which is like our marketing team and like the team that is in charge of like stuff like hot takes. And I think that's really one of the crucial parts because like in the communications office, like it's the team that really like creates that kind of communication between USG and the student body, whether it's through social media, whether it's through persons, whether it's through videos. So that's another like important position. And I would say the last two positions would be my position, which is like I've described several of times, which is VP of Student Life, just trying to host programs, trying to bring new ideas to the table, to just have students excited throughout the whole year. And then we have Executive Vice President, who's in charge of Senate, who's in charge of legislations and whatnot. So it's really like some cool positions, and it gives you like a lot of learning experience to grow as a student and as a student leader.
Awesome. So you ready for the fourth sauce? This one's called Da Bomb, and it's beyond insanity. So we're gonna cheers it up here.
My stomach is
all right. Cheers. This one, it's hot, and it really doesn't taste all that good, to be honest. It's gonna catch up on you. Do you want cheers? All right, there it is.
Sheesh.
Woo! This one snuck up on me.
I can feel it.
So, within USG, you have a lot of meetings to organize all these events and the programs that you guys put on. Not a lot of students know that you're actually sitting in on meetings with actual faculty and administration and higher ups in the university that, you know, have the power to approve these types of events. Talk about your experience working close with administration.
So I would like to say, like, with administration, our advisors are really dope because, like, they basically, as pro staff, like, their job is to develop us as student leaders. You know, sometimes as students, like, we might have, like, crazy ideas, and sometimes, like, it might be feasible or it might not be feasible. And the role of, like, our advisors is to let us know, like, okay, this is how we could execute these events, or this is how we could execute these plans, you know, one by one. Because some students just, like, try to, like, just do something without a plan. But our advisors just, like, try to sit us down without these meetings and, like, try and explain things and break things down to us.
So on a day-to-day basis, what would you say is the hardest part about your job as a whole?
I think on a day-to-day basis, the hardest part about my job is just when it comes to planning events, just trying to get everybody to work at the same time or same seat, because, like, we always have, like, deadlines to follow, especially, like, with concerts, like the comedy show, just trying to get the artists to sign, just trying to get the artists to, you know, sign a contract, follow these rules or whatnot. So, like, I think just trying to have everybody work at the same time is, like, one of the hardest things, because, like, everybody has a different, like, work schedule, different time limit. So, like, sometimes I might need something to be done, like, for an artist, but maybe, like, they might not be in the office or a holiday or something like that. So I think, like, time and just working at the same pace is, like, one of the hardest things when it comes to planning an event.
How and when will students know about the artists for Brookfest? And
So it should be at one of the upcoming basketball games during a halftime show. So once we, you know, find the right game, we're gonna inform students that, you know, this is when we're doing the artist release. So we always encourage our students, like, another part of student life is going to the basketball game. So
it must be within the next couple of weeks.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So before, like, playoff starts, obviously, March Madness to build.
All right, students, you heard it here first. So keep an eye out for announcements for Brookfest. All right. Clink wings. Cheers. This one kind of painful going down, to be honest. So, as a campus leader, what is one initiative that you've had entering your position, and how has that developed over the course of this year?
I think coming in was just, my main goal was trying to have more events, which, like, last semester we had Wolfie Land. Unfortunately, the concert couldn't happen, but we added a new event, Spooky Brook, and for the first time was pretty good. And as this semester is coming up, like, we have 4 events coming up, which will be the comedy show, we have Brookfest, we have Roth Regatta, and we have the senior ball, and we have a couple of, like, little treats, little surprises that we might, you know, upcoming, we might just announce to the students. So we're gonna have more events this semester and more things for students to do.
So is there a set date or theme for Roth Regatta so far?
So the set date for Roth Regatta is May 3rd.
Okay.
And right now the theme is gonna be a Dr. Seuss theme. So I'm really excited for that. I hope the student body is also excited for that as well.
You got the one foot red fish, blue fish, that one.
Yeah.
You got green eggs and ham, the Grinch.
Being that this year's the 30th anniversary, we have a lot of surprises for you guys. A lot.
Have you recovered from that last sauce yet?
No.
You doing all right, though?
I'm doing good.
All right. So we actually survived the gauntlet of the 5 hot sauces here on Hot Takes.
Thank you.
So this is the VP of Student Life, ladies and gentlemen, Kojo Dansoh. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Easy.
Be on the lookout for more episodes, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if we have it. So thank you for watching. This is USG Hot Takes. I'm your host, AT Bianco. Stay tuned to the hottest show on campus. Thanks for watching. All right.
Yo, I got you.
You got that. Hey, what's up, Seawolves? Thanks for watching that last episode. If you want to see more episodes, check us out on our YouTube channel at SBUSG. Thanks for watching.